KG, cut the music, cut the music. I can't do this. Friday night, Greensboro Coliseum. It was 1-1, me and the Rooster. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, as I go for the pin, Barry Horowitz comes out of nowhere, hits me with a steel chair, and the Rooster puts me in the chicken coop, ties me up, and taps me out. I can't do this, KG. I can't do this. Sunday morning, it's on. And I heard the echoes of the crowd as I was going through what I was going through in the pain and turmoil. And all they said was special delivery. Special delivery. So you guessed it right, KG, at the Texas State Fair this Friday. It's the Rooster, Barry Horowitz, versus the Midnight Rider and SD Jones, baby. We're going to make it do what it do. We're going to make it monkey like a monkey, baby. And I know in my soul, deep down, KG, I felt it. I felt something burning. And they said, Midnight Rider, can you come back from this? Can you deal with the turmoil of losing to the Rooster again? And I said, dust to dust and ashes to ashes. And somewhere in the middle of that, Jake the Snake Roberts flicked the cigarette into the ashes, and a flame was born. And out of that flame became an inferno. And from that inferno became a phoenix. And that phoenix became the Midnight Rider. And I was able to move on and become who I am today, the Midnight Rider. And I'm here, untethered, unfeathered, and making it way to make it happen today. KG, how you doing this morning?
That was a hell of an introduction. God damn. Let me first of all, welcome everybody to the Sunday Rise. Let me tell y'all something. The Midnight Rider is one of them ones. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that now. He one of them ones because when the lights turn on, you get the best version. And it's just like, yeah, I do dope shit. I'm willing to admit it. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the Sunday Rise presented by the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. That's the Midnight Rider. I'm the big guy, KG. Also, the Midnight Rider, also known as the hardest working man in podcast land. The James Brown of podcasting, if you will. I'm gonna say this, and before we get this show started, this needs to be said. I don't know what you've been on.
What you mean?
My man, my brother, you are killing it.
Nah, we just do what we do, man. That's all it is, man.
I do apologize. I can't keep up with you anymore. I'm just tired. I am tired. Like watching him work make me tired. If I could sleep, we probably be already good. But if I can't sleep, but most importantly, Midnight Rider, how you feeling, man? I mean, just give me some leeway. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Just another day we can do this, man. We get to bless the airwaves. Do what we do. We know we gotta talk. I think I put this in the chat. I don't know if you saw it. Well, we definitely gotta talk about the women's Wimbledon final from yesterday.
Yep.
I don't even know if you want to jump right into that or you want to still do some casual talk. But
Well,
I watched that.
we can. That's all. The first thing I got in the rundown. Actually,
that was dope. Like if you're a sports fan and you watch sports and you participate actively in sports and you watch sports to get sports and understand what sports is sports, that's yesterday Wimbledon final was amazing. And I gotta pull up the young ladies' names. But what we got, oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I forgot something here, but no. But what we got yesterday was amazing. The young ladies, I think it was Mashova, and you know what? I'm not gonna butcher their names because they deserve better than that. So let me pull these names up from yesterday. But when I watched it, the second set alone of this final was sports at its finest moment. Like the young lady, if we can get scores and my phone can work. Nope, I don't want men's tennis. I want women's from yesterday. Um, there we go. Um, but the young ladies yesterday played and did a damn thing. So it was Mashova versus Noskova. And if I say it wrong, I ain't from the Czech Republic, so deal with that shit. Um, but the second set, Makova wins the second set 7-5. So she loses the first 6-2. So she gets dominated. Second set, she's down 5-3. All right. She comes back and wins the second set 7-5. I think the young lady Noskova or Noskova or whatever you want to call her, she had 4 champion points in the second round, and the young lady fought off all 4 of those points, won it 7-5. Now, in doing so, I think she shot her load and did everything she could do, and proceeded to lose the third set 6-3. But I want to give, I don't know her whole name, but Mashova is how they pronounce it on the TV. I want to give her some, just give her a round of applause, man, because she did it. Like when you're down 6-3 and you're down 5-3 in the second set, most people put their hands in the middle and go 1-2-3 Cancun. But this young lady decided to fight back, and it was sporting yesterday. And I watched the whole second round and I watched the whole third round, and I knew once the young lady went up 3-0 in the third, I was like, it's over, it's a wrap. But in the second set, she said, DJ Khaled, another one. So she got her a third one, but she couldn't finish the third set. But yo, if you like competition and you like people coming out and fighting for respectability and all that good stuff, then you saw something yesterday. This young lady gets yo, she gets a double pat and a hat tip from the Midnight Rider for what she did yesterday in that second round, for sure.
Well, let me ask you this. I know everybody was talking about Coco and Osaka. This is like new blood, correct?
But you know what? I think so. So in my modest tennis history and knowledge, I feel like these two young ladies will only be in the finals on a court, on a grass court. Um, Only because I think on a court like the U.S. Open, um, the hard surface or the hard surface of the Australian Open, their games won't play. I think these two are French Open and Wimbledon type of women. Um, Wimbledon because the grass slows it down and the clay is very friendly to you if you can shape shots and things like of that nature. So I think that's where these two women will work best. I don't see them on the hard surface like the US Open being able to shape their shots and deal with the velocity of stronger women. Um, so I think that's where like Coco was at a disadvantage a little bit in this situation.
Now, pull my coat and follow me on this one because I'm in question mode now. I'm in Joe the fan mode, as we call it. It's like a wind assisted time on the track. Like? I don't understand that. I don't understand the difference between a grass court and a clay court. Like, I don't understand.
So on a grass court, basically when you're serving or you're hitting the ball tends to slow up a little bit. On a harder surface, um, i.e., U.S. Open tracks and things of that nature, the ball will accelerate or move quicker in those scenarios. So, like, there's a reason Michael Chang won at Wimbledon, but didn't win a lot of other places. Or he won at the French, but not a lot of other places. Because his shot and the rotation and the spin on the ball got to play more on the clay surface and the grass surface, but on the hard court, it doesn't play as well, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Now you pushing the envelope on my tennis knowledge here, brother.
Look, I don't need to push no more because I believe the term is I know enough to be dangerous. That was dangerous enough right there. That was dangerous enough right there. Anthony Perkins, he said is Marta and Linda.
Yeah.
And he said the French Open.
So Anthony, who do you think wins today? I think it's Skinner and somebody in the men's finals today. And I think they're actually playing now as we speak. Do you have a favorite, or do you have somebody that you? Yeah, it's Skinner and Zverev. That's what I'm gonna go with. He's from Belgium. If that Z is silent, it's cool. If it's not, my bad, dog. But and who you got winning in the men's side? And I'll wait for your response.
All right. Where you want to go next?
We can go anywhere.
All right. While we wait for Anthony's response, this is something else he talked about. Let's talk a little MLB.
BBD, the East Coast family never skipped a beat. While chilling on Charlotte Street. Da, da, da. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Hey, a little Motown Philly early in the morning is always.
Hey, man, yo, that came out of. When you want to talk about left field, that was left field. All right, center. All right, cool. I'm with you.
And what you didn't see is like when you stopped, I was getting ready. It was coming, man.
Yo, all right, random. We're gonna go random real quick for one moment. What's a song that drops and you automatically get into dance mode? So for
Groove
me,
by Guy.
okay. So mine, so you got Groove Me by Guy. Was it Candy Rain by Soul For Real? You drop Candy Rain on a brother. Yo, I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you all of it. I'm giving you all of it. I'm giving you all of it.
See, I'm a big fan of New Jack Swing, man. Like the clothes, the music, like formation dance and all that. Like that was my shit. I was young, but I always wanted to be able to go to the club. And I joke about this now. And I be like, man, I'm gonna get me an olive green suit, double breasted, and my Italian loafers with the tassel. I'm gonna slick back the hair and with the little ducktail and the S curl, chest all out, and I'm going to the club and I'm going to dance. I'm gonna dance all night long.
What's that New Edition joint? I'm no longer myself. Because they hit it's any heartbreak. Oh, you give a brother a little. Yo, I'm in the joint. I'm giving you I'm giving you the hand down and the pause. Yo, I'm giving you all of it, dog. I know the whole routine. I keep telling people I'm the sixth member of New Edition, bruh. They kicked me out because I was from DC.
Well, Johnny Gill from DC too.
He was the other DC guy. That's all it was. He can sing. I can't sing, so that's the difference.
Anthony said Dancing Queen. Or Biggie Shoes.
I don't think that's right. I think he meant something else. I think he got I think something that got taken away in that moment. Yo, this background. Hold on. Let me get the background somebody. Yeah, that
all right. Looking at the MLB.
We're talking MLB, right?
Yeah. So you said the Nets dropped 2 out of 3 to the Yanks?
Yeah. So I mean the problem for the Nats is pitching. The bullpen gave it up like it was Friday night and people just got paid, and there was whether you want to call it a lady that walks the streets, or if you want to call it a lot lizard, they got paid. That's all you got to think about in that scenario. Um, the Nats bats have still been hot, but the problem is they just can't stop nobody. And the problem I think that they're gonna have to figure out is like how much do you or how far do you want to do this dance, do this tango with um living on the outskirts, living in the margins. This team is good enough, and they've got enough. And the scary part is they've got a couple guys that are in AAA hitting, Yo-Yo Morales, and a couple other guys that are hitting well. But I think, and Brady House. But I think if I think I know what they are thinking as an organization. The reason those two guys are still sitting in AAA is because Luis Garcia is hitting the hell out of baseball. Uh, Meads is hitting the hell out of the baseball. And the thing is, you don't have a space or opportunity for those two guys being Brady House and Yo Yo, to be everyday players or to get everyday at bats. So they got to sit back and be in the back seat of this thing that we call baseball, because they are ready, but the problem is they don't have the space now. Because Key Bear is hitting the ball well, because Garcia is hitting the ball well, because Meads is hitting the ball well. So you don't have, and then you got four outfielders in three spots. So you don't have like ready-made at bats or at bats just free for these guys, and that's the problem the Nats are having. They're not struggling because they're deficient on the offensive side. They lead the league in runs. I think they're second to the Yankees in home runs, but the problem is they just can't pitch down the stretch, and they can bring um, everybody up they want, but problem is whoever you bring up just ain't gonna get it done. Like this isn't a one pitcher problem. This is a multiple pitcher. And I think that's why like people may be disappointed at the break or at the trade deadline because they don't get multiple people, because you can't get, like, I can't say AKG go throw the seventh inning for this team and you fix the problem. Like they can't fix it with one person. This is a one person solution. If this was a song, it'd be, you think every word in the song is about you, but it's not, because you can't be the solution in this whole thing. This solution is bigger, it's greater. The problem is bigger and greater, and like they need two or three arms, not one or two, and that's how the Nats get better. That's how they figure it out. So every little step they take, um, they got to be careful and calculated in it, and every little move they make will be forever. But I'll digress and let you take it from here, Casey.
I'm gonna say something. When you said every word in this song gonna be about you, I said, I think he going more Raheem Devon than Carly Simon, being You're So Vain. You probably
Mm,
think the song is about you.
mm.
And I was like, nah, man. Then it's like you just keep going. And I love it, man. Because I'm
But
sitting here, I'm like, I wonder which way he going.
but it's funny you say that, because the truth about Roni is she is sweet and kind girl. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Um, nah, I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna mess with you this morning.
Oh man. The Nats are 48-48, but they're only 7 games off of first place in the NL East, which is
Right.
cool. But yet again, they're 10 games below 500 at home. They're 20-30 at home, but 28-18 on the road.
You know what it is? I think it's because on the road they don't have the distractions. You don't have the extras. You don't have Mama Wood. and Papa Wood asking for tickets. You don't have, family members trying to just say, "Hey, can we come see y'all play? Can you get us tickets?" I think the road gives them this opportunity and this space where they can just be, they can just operate. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta think a whole bunch. Um, and I think they're free. And that's the difference between them being on the road and them being at home.
Here's a thing, and I'll say this: if that's the case, you have to find a way. Especially, we're coming up on an All-Star break, and hopefully they have more games on the road to finish out the season than they do at home. But you have to quiet the noise at home because you're in prime position, in a position that nobody thought you would be in at 500. Nobody thought you'd be literally in striking distance with the with to win the pennant, because what we at? They got what, 48 and that's 80. There's 96 games played so far. So that means they got 66 games.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can make a move, you got 66 games to make a move. You got time, but time is short. And I'm not saying that this is a World Series team. I'm just saying you got to have that mentality that, look, after the All-Star break, we're going to have our fun. But after that, cut it all off. Because we got a chance to move to 7th. And if you don't win the pennant, the NL division, you can at least try to make the wild card and have a chance.
But this type of team is like a tease. Like, you can say, I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag, and a bad attitude. But all you want is her in a good mood. She can walk with a switch and talk with street slang. I love it when a woman ain't scared to do her thing. Type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's what this team is. It's like this team can give you that vibe in that situation, but the problem is they can't sustain it. You know what I'm saying? They can't give you forever. They can't be. They leave you with a feeling of being incomplete. Cisco, shout out to him. Um, you just can't do certain things with this team because they're so flawed, and I don't think you can fix the flaws in the next month of this team being the Nats. Like they are what they are, and you gotta, if you're gonna love this team, you gotta love them in the space that they're in. They can't be anything more. They can't be anything less. But if you love them, you're gonna love them with all your heart, and they won't apologize because they're gonna give you the best they got.
How sweet it is. Anthony said thoughts on the MLB draft.
I really don't have much. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sing you a song um of lies on this one. I didn't know much of the prospects because the way MLB did um their lottery or whatever. So I didn't really pay attention. Um and when I knew the Nats had the 11th pick, I kind of stepped out of that. So I apologize to you.
And he says, talk about my Marlins. You got anything about that?
I mean, his Marlins are balling. They gonna be around, and they told the fans that Sandy Alcantara. I think I got that right. Um, they're not moving him because he was a piece that people talked about moving at the trade deadline because I think they're contenders and they're going to be in the mix. They have 2 of the best throwing catchers that I've seen in baseball. Like, if you take Avon Rodriguez and clone them twice, That's what the Marlins have at the catcher position. They can both throw like it's nobody's business. And I watched, two guys try. I mean, watched guys. Was it Friday night? Try to steal bases, and yeah, the catches was doing the Kimbe Mutombo. No, 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 no.
You know, that's something you don't see very often from catchers these days. A catcher that can immediately go from home to second with such ease. What was my man name? It was Pudge, then it was
Dog, it's silly me to
the
think
Molina
that.
brothers.
No, sir. If you want to talk about catchers throwing people out at second, there's one name and one name for certain, and I know what I want. And never mind, I'm about to go into Prince. Benito Santiago is the man that you want to talk about because Benito Santiago could catch the ball and throw from his knees to second base on a rope, and it was no problem. Probably the best throwing catcher ever. It's Benito Santiago and everybody else, my friend.
Anthony said Yo-Yo is a monster. Him performing this word does not shock me. I watched him when he was with my Hurricane. He's always been one of the most consistent hitters on the team.
Yo-Yo is good. I just think they don't have enough at bats for Yo-Yo, to be honest with you. I've enjoyed watching the Marlins the last two games. They are a fun young team. Somehow Cleveland won 2-1 the first two. Yeah, the tribe is tribing. And they're gonna always be the tribe to me. I'm sorry, Matty Ice. I will not. That's one name. I will always go with the tribe.
Well, you got to go with the tribe because they live.
I know they're the Guardians, but I'm gonna call them the tribe because they are my guys.
They mama call them the tribe. I'm gonna call them the tribe.
I'm gonna call them the tribe. Here we go.
The tribe is live, y'all. Inside, outside, come around. Who's that, Brown?
Some may I say, call me Charlie.
The word is the herb, and I be like Bob Marley.
Playback over playback.
Contact.
Who's that? Brown.
Hit. Boom Biff with the brother named Tip. Now we ready to rip. Come on, let's. Oh my goodness, he said it was going to happen, and it's happening.
I told you when the show started. I told you before. Pre-show. We're going to be on one today.
Foreshadowing at his best. Maddie says it's going to be a big baseball segment on DT tomorrow. And DT, for those that are not aquatic or uninitiated, that is Drive Time featuring Matty Ice, Showtime, sir, and Scooter Scene every Monday at 5 p.m.
Drive Time. Drive Time. Drive Time. I'm sorry.
And Maddie, if you still in the comments, I would love to hear what you got to say about and he said the Marlins are gonna be a big part of that. About the home run derby moving to Netflix. I mean, does that piss you off the way it pisses me off?
Yo, but if you are a big fan of the Sideline Junkies, Friday night, this past Friday, you saw the Midnight Rider, Mrs. Bossman, Flying Brian, give you a great conversation on just talking about streaming, and the effect that streaming has had on sports and the way sports happen. So that was interesting conversation. And if you don't remember it, it's okay. Because what you do is you go to the Sideline Junkies on YouTube. You type in Friday night freestyle, and then you click the episode and you watch, because watching is the most important thing that you can do. The view is what you can do, and if the glove don't fit, then you must have quit. I don't know. I was rhyming. My bad.
If I'm streaming, then just let me sleep. Don't wake me up until my stream is complete.
What? I know that's right. Christopher Williams. Let's go, baby.
Now that's
Don't wake me. I'm sorry.
look, hold on. Now I gotta go off on one. That song right there. I used to go to my godmother's house, right? And I told you I'm big on New Jack Swing. So she would be sitting in the living room and she'd be in the recliner. And she'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed, I'm gonna go to bed. And I used to always mess with her, be like, you always say you're gonna go to bed and then you wind up sleeping in the chair. No, you know that's not good for you. Oh, I'm not. And she done cooked and did all this stuff. And then I would always come over to her and I would start singing Am I Dreaming? And I would do the dance and she'd be like, you are crazy. And I leave for a little bit. I go in the room, have my floor model TV in the room. So I go in the room, hop on the bed, watch my TV. And I go check on her again during a commercial. She knocked out again. So I sing the next verse. And she's like, all right, look, I'm going to bed because you keep coming out here dancing and singing. I'm gone. And I would do that too. I did that, I think, until I was about 19 or 20. And I would always sing that song too. Man, that song holds a special place in my heart. Not because it's great to dance to. Not just because it's a great song to dance to. But I used to always mess with my godmother with that.
Dude, you are a jerk because so two of my greatest memories of my mom, and it's funny that we're doing this right now, but yeah, my mom used to always on a Friday night, she would sit at the edge of the couch on the floor watching TV. She wouldn't be on the couch. I don't know why she wasn't on the couch. Never ever made sense. Um, and it'd be me and her. And at a certain point, my niece was born, and my niece would come down. And so I'm gonna give you one of the greatest stories, or one of the greatest moments. Um, so it's me, my and my mom, and my sister thinks that she put my niece to sleep, right? Um, and so she goes out the door, closes the door, locks the door, blah 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 blah. And my niece hears the door close, so she comes running down the steps, right? Boom, 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 boom. Grandma, because she's supposed to be asleep, but she's not asleep because she's home with grandma and her uncle. She comes down the steps. I never forget this joint. Like I really see it in slow motion. So she comes down the steps and goes jumping onto the couch. And as she's jumping on the couch, her mom comes back in because she forgot something. So my sister sees her jumping on the couch and it's like, what the blah, blah, blah. And she got in trouble. But she didn't get in too much trouble because, of course, grandma outweighs mom in every scenario. But yo, it was the funniest thing. And when you said that, yo, you brought that memory back to me, man. So I appreciate that, bro.
Oh man. It's always back down memory lane with me because when you're feeling bad, you just sit there and you laugh about those places, man. You like it could be a song, it could be something, but when you do it, you just sit there. It's like, damn,
Yo,
you used to cut the hell up.
I'd never forget that moment. And like some of the stuff we do when we do what is that? When I do the Midnight Rider and Jaden 5 stuff, a lot of that stuff comes from like just the memories more so than anything else. That's where it's based at.
I understand, man. I love it. Been missing that comic strip. Let you know that now.
No, it's so honestly, you'd have had one today, but I think I'm at my limit. So yeah, we'll make it happen.
Got you. Maddie said he says I don't love it, but it's out. But all the ways we had to watch sports on a 27 show is part of my sports pricing out families. Oh, I love it.
Yes,
I love
yes.
it. See, that's a slow build. That's a slow build.
But when does that episode happen again?
July 27th.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, hold on, wait. No, okay. Tomorrow's the 13th. The 20th, we got the joint show between Drive
What?
Time and Pretenders are Contenders, but they're talking youth sports.
Of
So
course.
that's not this Monday coming. That's next Monday.
Yeah.
So got that, and then the Monday after that, oh my God, we got content out the wazoo in the summer.
Yo. Oh, okay. KG. Hold on. You gotta walk with me in this one. So let me go to my because you wanna know my response after I say this. Let me find the situation in the conversation because it involves me and um the Mrs. Bossman, and it's so hilarious. Um, so let me walk back in these conversations. Um, so my comment to her was, I forgot what we talked about, but I heard an interesting thing. People believe that the public cutting off the cord help lead sporting leagues to the streaming services, right? And her comment was basically, um,
Public cutting the cord.
I don't know if you can hear this.
By the public cutting the cord as far as streaming services. That's interesting.
Can
It's
you hear
like,
it?
fucking technology change and people fucking stop dealing with cable. So when you stop dealing with the service that provides everything, then you have to figure out different avenues.
So KG, you knowing me, you get that response in the text message. What's the next thing I said?
Go ahead, hit me up.
That's content. Don't do the show. I told her don't do the show before the show. That's content.
I've been hearing that's content for 6 years now, so it's something that you at first you like, but now it's like it's words I live by.
But I always tell people, here's the hardest part, and this is the reason why I say this, and I live by it, because I think that in the moment when you say certain things, you're only going to say it, and then when we get to the show, you're not going to say what you said when you said it, because in your words, in your mind, we've already had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I always tell y'all content, because I don't want you to say what you say because you're never going to come back to that original thought.
And
that
that's
original
true.
thought needs legs and needs life. And I want you to walk into the conversation as much as possible. That's a dope line. Write that down.
Anthony said thoughts on Charles Johnson.
You gotta give me more than the name.
And he said, as a national state, which shortstop would you like playing more, Edgar Renteria or Hanley Ramirez?
Oh, you can't put me in this conversation. I'm going Renteria all the time. I love me some Hanley, but yeah, I love in Marlins terms, I'm taking Renteria because Renteria always found himself in the moment and always made a big play in my mind. I think Hanley had the bigger, he had bigger home runs, but Renteria had the at bats when it counted, if that makes sense.
Okay. And Tim got a comment.
Here we go.
Hold on. Maddie said Midnight Rider is the content guru. Yeah, he is. See, we gotta update your title. Midnight Rider, director of content.
Yeah, all right.
Because we can be having a full-blown conversation with some content. Let's talk about that. Let's take it to the stage. Content. But when he says, ladies and gentlemen, the whole conversation stops. And you start talking about something totally different. because it's like, all right, write that down. Let's take it to the stage.
Yeah. You can't have two shows, baby. That's all I'm saying. Hold
It's
on. You overskipped Anthony.
Yeah, that was the two comments from before.
Oh, okay.
And Tim said AJ's gonna be an all-star in 2 years.
Oh, now you want to be a Wizards fan. Now you want to understand what the Wizards have done. Because before this, if you go back a year ago, you was like, oh, the Wizards gonna be the Wizards and blah, blah, blah. Come on, dog. I told you this. I told you.
And he said, Charles,
him. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about now. All right, yeah. That's the dude from was he a Hurricane Anthony? I know him from the Marlins, but I can't remember where he went to college. But yeah, he's an OG. One of the greatest catchers ever, and none of your catchers right now could beat Charles Johnson. Sorry.
he was a switch hitter too, wasn't he?
I don't remember him being. I don't know.
I had to look that up. But he said no, he wasn't a Hurricane.
Okay.
And I'm glad that Tim commented he went there because that's what we're gonna pivot to. We're gonna pivot to Summer League, but we're gonna talk about this first, and then we'll talk about what else is happening.
Let's go. If we're gonna pivot, let's commercial and then
Okay.
Because I know you got something that you want to put in a commercial break.
Oh, I do.
I
do. I got something special loaded up.
Okay.
It's special.
Special?
Special.
Okay.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. And this is the Sunday Rise. And I love my boy. But this is gonna be so much fun. I swear to God. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. KG.
Well,
no. Let's not worry about the fight. Go ahead to Tim Watkins. Because Tim Watkins want to talk. So let's talk, Tim Watkins.
Never Wiz fan.
You fingers on the typewriter or whatever you got, because we're going to make this conversation happen. He said, never a Wizards fan. And you keep your money on Peterson because that's who you wanted the Wizards to take. And I will tell you right now, I'm going to keep my money on Peterson because I think Peterson is the better player. I think what you saw Thursday night from AJ makes the Wizards. He's going to be the best player in Wizards history. Like I think I posted this the other day. I said if you're a kid in DC, you get AJ DeBonsa, you get Jaden Daniels, you get James Wood, and you get the remnants of Alex Ovechkin. And you get to have and idolize the greatest part of the DC players of all time. Like you can't like no kid in this world wakes up in 1985 with a Jeff Malone jersey. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's waking up. I mean, they may wake up with a Rod Langway, but it's not the same as having an Ovi. You know, you got to go up to Baltimore to get you a Cal Ripken jersey because that's the greatest player of your lifetime. But at the end of the day, this atmosphere this iteration of sportsdom in DC, where you get the Bonsa. And yes, I will die on the hill. I still think that Peterson is better. So yeah, you can walk me off that cliff all you want. Oh, I like this. AJ is the most talented
Better,
player in the
yeah.
draft.
AJ is most talented player in the draft. I think Dylan Peterson is better overall player.
As a Celtics fan, bleep the Celtics until Brad Stevens is gone. But I think the Stevens move was made, or um the trade was made more so about the second apron than it was about like talent. That's how I'm gonna live on that one. Go ahead to the next one.
Before we get to that one, this is what I was worried about. The Wizards have drafted the worst players in NBA history. This is what I was worried about.
This
And
is this is the most garbage comment of his in his lifetime. Um, like I understand what he wants to say and what he thinks he's saying, but the Wizards have. I mean, we got people arguing about Denny Avia, and all of a sudden they're upset about him being traded. But now we got Koulibaly, you got um, Keyshawn George, you've got Sar. Like the Wizards are going to be good, and I'm gonna put this stamp on this. And I'm gonna keep staying to my stamp. I think the Wizards are the sixth best team in the Eastern Conference next year. Words to live by, words to die by. I'm gonna die on this hill.
say that one
Because
more
it's,
time so I can
it's
write that down.
yep, it's me and it's Jesus. And Jesus decided to die on his cross, and today the Wizards at the sixth seed is the cross out of side out. And I
Wizards
don't need a resurrection because I
succeed.
don't need 3 days to come back from the truth that I'm speaking.
Okay. And he said Peterson is a better scorer. That's it.
I dude, you arguing my argument. Yes, I thought Peterson was better, but when I see AJ, I think AJ is a good basketball player, and he can get to his shot. He can get to his midi. If you don't get it later on today, you will see the young lady, um, Jaden Five on the Midnight Rider Jaden Five comic express her opinion as well.
And Anthony said, "Can you guys tell me how good a pair of Jeff Hornacek, Jeff Hornacek was?"
I mean, he was a solid defender. You know, when I think of Hornacek, he was a guy. Hold on. KG. At the same time, here's a guy that fit into the system of the offense, and like he was never anything um great. He was good, and he fit into what they did because their offense, like Jerry Sloan's offense, was always about his guards doing pin downs, coming out and taking shots, or setting up a pick and roll. It's a reason that a young coach named Ben Conti at one time had an offense where the offense was simple. If we went left, I think I might have this off because me and Ben Conti haven't talked in a while. But I think if you went left, it was Utah, and that no, I'm sorry. If you went left, that was Phoenix, and if you went right, the pick and roll was Utah. So it was Stockton Malone going right, and if you're going left, it was Barkley and whoever their point guard was at that time. That
Right.
was literally that was our summer league offense. They gave me Stack. I didn't like Stack at the time. Now I love Stack because Stack is a part of Izzo, and so now I get it because it's Izzo. Um, you know what's that? Jay-Z song, H
H
to
to
the
the
Izzo.
Izzo.
Yeah. So,
And
yo,
every time we talk, Tom Izzo, that's the song that comes up.
Tom Izzo's my guy, yo.
I'll say this about Jeff Hornacek. He could shoot. He could handle the ball. Him in Philadelphia was good. I liked him better in Utah than I did in Philadelphia. I just felt like he didn't have a backing in Philadelphia that he had.
When you say he was in Philadelphia, you didn't have it. You know, when you started doing this, you know what I thought of, right? You know it. Go ahead and say
it. And one or two things: either he was a tambourine player, or he's
no. Dog. When you started doing this, I was like, oh, he had that Luther curl, and it just ain't.
That's exactly how it was in Philly. He had the Luther curl that didn't just quite curl, but it seemed like he found his place in Utah. But he was towards the end of his career.
But also there's a bad dude that somebody said something about Piccolo play. I'm gonna leave that there. We'll come back to it.
Anthony said, "Cool your jets about the Wizards."
No, sir. 6. I got 6.
He said, Tim says every year the Bullets draft a guard or a 6'6" small forward and take the name off the back, and they're the same player.
Yo, you stop living. See, what he's doing is he's living in a fantasy, a world built for you and me. But what he's not doing is living in reality, and that reality is what's going on right now. And the Wizards have one of the deepest rosters in basketball, and I'm telling you right now, Stamp it 6, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 6. The 6. They're gonna be the 6th seed in the East this year.
Is that a Blue Magic guarantee?
Oh, let's go. Oh, what? Yo, you can have all the alcohol, you can do all. But yeah. 6.
All right. I got that down. Blue Magic guarantee.
Let's go, baby.
For those that don't know, when we say Blue Magic guarantee, that means you stand by it. It's a brand name like Pepsi or Coke.
That's right.
You guarantee it. You stand behind it. That is like the deepest guarantee you can give on this network than anything
it's
else.
The blue on the Oreo cookie blue. We ain't double stacking it. We ain't making dark chocolate Oreo. It's Oreo. We going with the true brand of Oreo.
And he said, I don't understand the technical side of basketball. Can you guys explain to me what a pin down is?
All right, so basically, when you come out in an offense, so you'll have certain teams get to their pin down differently. The most common way is you take your forwards or your bigs and put them at the post, the high post, right? And then they'll go down basically in a motion to the baseline. And as they're going to the baseline, guards will come off of that screen that's making them what actually becomes the pin down, if that makes sense. All right. So sometimes a guard can come from one side to the other. Other times both guards come through and they'll split and they'll use that screen to make a weight. Sometimes the guards will come off and they'll curl. Sometimes the guards will come off and they'll just go to the baseline. So that's what a pin down is. I think that's right.
If I'm not mistaken. Lee Ice, 2026.
Hey, Lee Ice, come give me more, Lee Ice, because obviously your boy don't know that this is the year. Like, if you want to be a Wizards fan, you want to be Bullets fans, if you want to live the life of luxury, woo! These snake skins can't hold me down. They can't. KG, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! All right, I'm gonna stop.
Let me throw this out there. Since Lee Ice commented, I know he in the comments, he can see this. I was unaware of your game. I didn't know anybody loved Rod Strickland as much as I did. Now we can do an hour-long show talking about Rod Strickland. Like, it's the Rod Strickland report. Well, Rod Strickland ain't played in how many years? Don't worry about it. It's the Rod Strickland report. Me and Lee.
No, do you understand? Do you know my Rod Strickland story?
No, I don't know why you don't have him ranked higher. I mean,
no. So Rod, so there's a story. There's a legend out there. I went to a Wizards game, right, back in the day, and they gave out. I forgot what they gave out as like your it was like a thing that they gave to fans, and somehow the way it came to me, it turned into like a belt. Like it was like like I made it into a WWE belt as I was walking through the crowd. So I have this belt / whatever the Wizards giveaway was on my shoulders. And we watch the game, we come out of the game, we go up to whatever the bar is right across from the Wizards. At that time, I think it was the MCI Center. So we go across to the bar. We get up to the top level, and as I'm going up, I got like this thing, and the way I'm wearing it, everybody's like, "Oh, that's dope because it's a belt. It's not really a belt, but it's the way you're doing it." All right. So I get to the top level, and I swear to God, I'm probably 30, 40 minutes from the post game. And I get to the top and I look across the bar and it's Rod Strickland eating hot dogs. And I was like, yo, what the like dog, you like how do you go from post game interviews and beat me to the top of the joint? So yeah, that's my Rod Strickland.
You know what's funny? They used to always say, players got rituals.
Yeah.
And Mike Bibby used to clip his nails after the first quarter. They said Rod Strickland used to play the first quarter hard. When he sat down at the beginning of the second quarter, they would bring him 2 hot dogs. He would eat those 2 hot dogs and then go out there and get 15 assists. It was like the hot dogs was like his superpower.
All right, go through these comments.
Sarah, Showtime checking in. Hey, Showtime. Tim said, why take a guard every fucking year and have a trade a guard the next year for a donut and a cup of coffee?
Dude, you are so... Go ahead to Lee Ice, because Lee Ice is...
And I think this is true. Tim is suffering from Jan Vesely PTSD. Yeah, a boy named Jan. Like, Ernie Grunfeld would make the dumbest draft picks but save his job at trade deadline every year.
Let's go. Keep going. Because comments is... Yeah.
And Anthony says, so basically a pin down is another variation of a pick and roll?
No. Pin down is different from a pick and roll because basically if you ever played in an offense, it's called stack. That's what pin downs are. Pin down is a variation of a stack concept. In the best words I can say.
And Tim said, as Lee, I told him who the Wizards should draft 2 months ago, and Party Rod was loved by the Hen Dog and the DC clubs. Yeah, he was loved by DC, period, for them red light cameras.
Hey, man.
And he said, no, suffering from Lorenzo Williams. Damn.
God dang. All right, KG. You're not into this. But what Tim has initiated is something we call the shot game. All right. So the shot game is a Lee Ice, Midnight Rider, Tim Watkins, Mike, Mike Thomas thing where we talk about the bad players from your team. So he's putting you into the middle of the shotgun game unabashedly, and we will not have this happen today. All right, and here we go. See, next comment. Go ahead,
Lee, I started it.
and then no, go keep going because they going. See, this is how it happens. Yo,
Ask
dog,
Tim about Dana Brown.
I swear to God, I've never been in a place where we started something and every woman in the room was like, "Here they go with this bullshit." So yeah,
And Anthony said, "Can
and
you tell me about Mighty Mouse?" You talking about Damon Stoudemire? And that's the only Mighty Mouse I know. Because that band, I remember he was in
Here we
Toronto.
go. It's starting. It's live. It's live. Here we go.
He was in Toronto. He made Ron Harper touch floor. Like I'm talking about, he made him. Brr. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Coach Mark checking in, starting my week off right. Oh my Lord. Ike Austin.
Here we go.
Good old Ike Love, baby. Ike Love. Now, as the banner says across the bottom.
The shot game has entered the chat. KG, just I'm gonna tell you to do this right now. Ready.
As the banner across the bottom scrolls, it says the Summer League fight. Bam Adebayo and what's the old boy named Tyler Hero?
Yeah,
got into it. Over some things that Tyler Hero said online.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently Bam Adebayo decided to confront him about it in person, and they got into it, and they got into a scuffle. I don't. We supposed to be grown out. He said, "Tell him to stop." We supposed to be grown out here. Y'all professional athletes, man. If you fight somebody over something they say online all the time, you can be fighting for the rest of your life.
I got
Something
you.
my grandmother used to say. You worried about people talking about you. They talked about Jesus Christ. What you worried about it for? The same way they're gonna pat dirt in my face, they're gonna pat dirt in your face. Get up, go and sit down somewhere. And Coach Marks to see that just drove LeBron away from Miami. Congrats, fellas. Junior Burroughs. Wow. We just throwing names out there.
No, wait for it. This is gonna happen. There's a Notre Dame guard that's about to get thrown out. I'm just gonna wait for it because the shot game has started.
Well, let's continue it on. We're gonna
Yeah,
stick
we
with
continue with the
basketball.
show, but yeah, now there's only one person missing from the shot game. But here we go. Oh, he went somewhere different.
Oh, got to pull it back up there. Mark Price.
That's cool. Hold
on. We got the Miles report. Inside our daily. Ooh, Lord D. Brown.
KG, don't get caught in this right now.
Look,
this is a us thing.
I done backed off.
Oh man. You've been sucked into the web of me and Tim's thing. So hold on. Let's go with Anthony's comment before we go to the Miles
So
report.
in football terms, the pin down be similar to when the offensive coordinator stacks routes on top of each other, called separation between the receiver and the DB.
Yes, similar. Think about like this way, Anthony. Pin downs are going to get your shooters to the wings without a problem. So um like a lot of times that I can't say it any different from the way I said it. It's like, you take your bigs from the top of the key down to the bottom, they pin down, boom, and basically it's a stack concept. Go ahead. Go ahead, KG.
Tim said price connection, Brent and Mark. And then he
That's the
followed that up with Ralph Sampson.
that's a Lee Ice shot. Not me. Um Here we go. Don't worry about keep going, KG. Don't worry about this. What's happening here is happens on a regular basis between me, Lee Ice, and Tim. So don't get caught up in the minutia.
Oh, believe me, I'm this the names is coming back. Like, I love it.
Trust me.
Olivia Miles, did you know she joined the Unrivaled League, right?
I hope she did. I was ready
Yeah,
for it.
she's in the Unrivaled League now. Here's the thing. She is setting milestones and records.
Let's go.
I love it. I
Let's
love it.
go. Let's go. Olivia Miles, baby. Let's go.
23 points, 5
Yes.
rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal.
Yes.
Yesterday,
Yes.
90-85 Lynx over Liberty.
Yes. I
Oh,
don't know.
wow.
I don't know who she's gonna play for on Unrivaled, and I'm gonna tell you right now.
The
I see
general,
I see the Lee Ice comment. I'm sorry.
Dan Roundfield, and KG. Do you know where I can get a Darren Day jersey from?
Let's go. You are. It's so. Oh, this is us. KG, you've entered the realm of the shot game.
All right.
And what we do in the shot game is we take shots of players that aren't good and play for your team, or they're semi good, but they really weren't that good. So, prepare yourself for a lot of names to be thrown across. And for you, this isn't like this isn't something that you will like, because there will be some people that you think are good or really good, but at the time they play for these teams, here we go. Here we go. Here's the guy. Here's the guy. KG, hold on. Get loaded. Lock and loaded. Here's the guy. Yes, sir. Oh man, we are in full blown mode today. Um, yeah. Let's stay on topic, KG. Let's stay on topic. Cause
All right. Other WNBA scores from yesterday: the Dream go down to the Fire, 102-92.
yes.
Who do we have here? For the Dream, what did Angel Reese have? Did she play? No, she didn't play. I think she's out. The other game was.
So we had what? We had the Lynx and Liberty. And my girl did her thing yesterday.
And then you had the Aces destroyed the Mercury by 49 points, man.
Hold on. So yesterday, the Liberty
Or 48.
Adnoski will give you 25, but on the other side, Kayla McBride has been balling. Caleb McBride gave them 25, 5 of 11 from 3. Olivia Miles gave him 23 and 5 and 4. Um, like Stewie gave them 17, and Anescu gave them 25. Yeah, and then the Fire and the Dream, it was all a dream, but not until last night when the Fire came through. I mean, the Fire had a balanced attack. The Dream, of course, your girl didn't play. It doesn't show why she didn't play. I think I said it was a suspension or something. And then also the Aces and the God dang, Aces beat the shit out of the Mercury. 106 to 58. And you know what? I ain't even gonna worry about the Mercury scored. I ain't worried about who scored what. Let's go. Oh gosh.
Tim said Troy Brown and Johnny Davis were number 1.
Tim is on. He on that.
All right,
Yeah.
let's move on over to it.
I don't even know.
We had the end.
Oh, bro?
Yeah, we made something out of nothing as usual.
For real? For real?
For real, real.
Oh, today we making I'm doubling back, dog. I'm gonna let you know. I got steaks marinating in some Montreal seasoning. So we gonna cook them. I got some onions and some peppers, and the words of my man Jack Carr. I got onions and peppers, and we gonna make it do what it do, baby. I just
Well, not today, but I think one day this week.
Yo, hold. Before you go further, and I don't mean this in any disrespect, but the missus has to make me some bread.
Well, she on the IR right now.
Okay.
So it's gonna be
back over IR.
It's gonna be, I say, about a week or 2.
All right. No rush on the request. But I have a bread request in place.
Gotcha.
Because
I don't know if it's gonna be. It probably won't be today because I didn't take it out. But
no, it's all good.
I got this picnic shoulder.
Ooh.
I wanna put a good rub on it. I don't need to marinate it. And
I think I'm gonna put it in the oven. Rub you down.
I want to put it in the oven, and then I want to do some asparagus and probably mashed potatoes with it.
I got you. But
Tim,
before you
Kenny Green over Karl Malone.
Here we go.
But today, I think we're gonna keep it light today. I'm in the mood for cold cuts today.
I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I think I'm going steak, but if I'm not, the thing I'm gonna want more than anything else is tender love. Love so tender. No, I'm messing with you, KG.
Hey, some chicken tenderloins wouldn't be bad right about now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's time to wrap that shit up, B.
I'm sorry, Doug. I'm sorry. This is all me. This is all on me. I apologize to the folks at home, for the thousands and thousands in attendance. This is all a Midnight Rider hijack job. So, yeah. Take us home, KG.
As far as my wrap it up, I'm trying to dissect it. It's sports related, but it's not. Jay-Z did a show in New York, and he did a freestyle and he had a line in there about Colin Kaepernick. And a lot of people are upset about it. I got to listen to the whole thing myself because its context is key. But one thing I always say about Jay-Z, especially on this show, on this platform, is when Colin Kaepernick was in the NFL and he was trying to bring awareness to police brutality, and you came in and you was like boycott the NFL, then all of a sudden you do a deal with the NFL, and while you were sitting in that meeting, the first thing you said was, "We gotta move past kneeling, son. That's what we gotta do." And you said nothing else.
The Rock.
And it's like, okay, so you're in charge of halftime shows, but you're saying we need to move past kneeling, but you never said what's the next step. You thought you had the answer, but you never gave us an answer. How long has it been? 7 years now?
Mm.
But you kind of took a shot at Colin Kaepernick a little bit. Why, man? He got his check from the NFL, yeah, because they colluded against him. But you know what he used that check to do? He's using that check to help black families that are losing their children to mysterious violence that they're trying to rule as suicide. Nolan Wells, he paid for the second autopsy in DC. That's what he's doing. He's paying for funerals of black kids that are being murdered at the hands of racists and police. What you doing with your billions, bruh? Are you helping out anything like that? If you are and you're not saying anything, great. But I'm not saying do it to get the recognition, but come on, man. We don't have to tear one another down and make yourself look good. Keep it on the up and up. That's my wrap it up for the day.
I ain't, you know what? If you want to do that, I ain't got nothing to say. Let's go. Get out of here.
So with that being said, make sure you tune in tomorrow at 5 for Drive Time with Matty Ice, Showtime Sarah, and Scooter. After that, check out Pretenders or Contenders with Coach Devon and this gentleman right here, the Midnight Rider. And we will be back Tuesday. If I'm not mistaken, Tuesday we're doing the Tuesday night flight, but we're gonna do the first inning of the All-Star game.
I think we're gonna try to do that. Yeah.
Okay, that's our goal. We're gonna, because it's gonna be on during the show, so we're gonna do the first inning of the All-Star game and go from there. So until then,
but let's go back, because last week we did the first half of, and shout out to my guy, Josh Walker, for jumping in with me, and we did the first half of the Summer League featuring DJ DeBonsa. So that was dope. So go ahead and take us home, dog.
that was dope. And yeah, I love the background you guys used. It was perfect. He was like, I need a background. I was like, oh, it's a background in there already. And you got it.
The background, and then even the show even having what's the word I'm looking for open, like us having a theme song for the show, and then the Friday Night Freestyle theme song. Dog, the Friday Night Freestyle theme song is tough. So Coach Powell, I'm just telling you, we got theme songs out here, baby. You ain't you good, but I don't know, dog. We got some things out here, bruh. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So for the Midnight Rider, I'm the big guy KG. We did a little overtime, but not much. But we are out of here.
Let's go.